What's next? What do you think is going to happen next? Who wants to put money on? I lose my mind. That's what I'm going to put my money on. Howdy, y'all. My name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter, and I'm a reseller online. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and other online marketplaces. I'm going to be packing up my orders to get shipped out. I have 10 orders over the last 4 days. I took on a little bit too much with dog sitting this past weekend. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. It's early in the morning, so I'm not shipping out anything from today, obviously, but I'm shipping out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I had 2 dog sitting jobs, one overnight and then one drop-in, and it was just too much. It was like dropping in 3 times a day, and it was too much. Bit off more than I could chew. Really, the problem was one of the jobs was too far away. So I am home for the first time in a while. And I've got Reacher here. Reacher, you gonna be a good boy? Yeah? Come here. Come say hi to the people. He'll say hi in a little bit. I just recently chastised him for getting in the trash. So he's bored. There he is. Don't get in that trash. All right, so I have sales on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. Just those 3. Those are my 3 primary ones. And the first one is an eBay sale. It is a sweater that I kind of got for myself and then just decided to sell it because I don't wear sweaters that often. I get too hot too easily. So it's a Massimo Supply Company plus size 2X cardigan sweater, pockets, Grandpa Southwest Aztec. And 10 sales over 4 days is not good, but I also thought I was going to be able to list more because I thought I was going to be able to come back here more and take photos, and that just didn't happen. So it was some bad planning on my part. The little dogs I'm watching are so cute, though. They're little Maltese dogs. So I'm going to put this in a poly mailer. It's going to go in a 10 by 13. That's my most common packaging supply. Allergies. Sorry. I'm going to try not to have to edit my videos so much, which means I'm going to leave in mistakes, and I might have to leave in me sniffling. You're probably like, what? Don't you already do that? Well, if you only knew how much sniffling goes on. I'm allergic to Texas. That's where I live. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm going to weigh this. It weighs 12.8, so I round up always 13 ounces. And this will be 10 by 13. I'm going to do by 2 because they've gotten very picky lately. Let me know if you've had this problem. I mean, I guess it's not a problem per se. It needs to be the correct measurement. I just, it used to be with first class mail when we had that, it didn't matter as much. I don't think with a poly mailer it mattered, but now it does. So it's going to cost $6.40 for me to ship this to New Jersey. I do have the buyer pay for shipping, but then I have to turn around and buy the label after I get the money from them. Does that make sense? Sniffle. I did do my allergy sprays this morning. Hopefully it'll kick in. It is so early. The sun is not up. I've been up since 2:30. I'm definitely going to need a nap later. But I'm going to try not to take one. Okay, so this sold through promoted listings on eBay. I promote at, I think it's somewhere between 7 and 8%. It also sold through an offer to watchers for $15.17. I use Vendoo to list everything. That's where I originate my listings, and meaning I start them there and then cross post to everywhere. And I set up recently the automated offers. So this sold in 3 months. I'm glad that the offer went out when it did, because I do try to sell everything within 3 months. So it sold with shipping for $23.36. My cost of goods was $3.24. Marketplace fees $5.71. So after you subtract all those 3 things from the price sold, I made a mere $8.01. I would not have picked this up to resell most likely, but I bought it for myself. Sort of. Kind of. Forgot to hit purchase label. Well, was tired. I do need a nap and or a cup of coffee. And I'm pretty much out of these. I got one more on this roll. These are my thank you for your order stickers, but I got more back here. I've said that after I run out, I probably won't do these anymore. Just kind of an extra step and extra expense. Not that it's much, but I don't know how much people really care when I get packages and those are on them. I don't really think one thing or another about it. I'm just like, oh, there's a sticker. Packages are usually beat up pretty bad by the post office by the time they've made it to me. That it doesn't look pretty anymore. All right, the next sale is a Blue Genie, I know it's a weird name, tooled leather belt, 32 to 37 inch purple rhinestone buckle, floral western. I do like to pick up belts. That one package is wet from somebody's gigantic nose. And this one was really pretty. I like to pick up western ones, especially with the tooled leather, and I just thought this was really pretty. I could see someone wearing this, you know, going out dancing or going to the rodeo. And they sent me specific instructions to wrap this carefully and put it in a box. I'm like, of course. And to make sure it was in plastic so it didn't get wet. It's going to California. Does it irritate you when people tell you how to wrap things and you're like, that's what I would have done? It did, and I'm like, well, it shouldn't irritate me because they're just making sure. It's going to go out UPS Ground Saver. That's the one they picked. And let's get it wrapped up. They didn't even specify bubble wrap, but with those being, I say rhinestone, but they're really like glass, you know, and I don't want them to break. So I'm going to wrap it in a little bubble. I need to check on my bubble wrap supply because I only have a little bit left in here. I need to see if I have more outside. Put a little tape on it. And I think this box here is going to work well. I try to keep most of my supplies within arm's reach, but my boxes are, I have to stand up to get them. It's kind of a big box. Let's put it in this one. I'm going to put some paper on top of it too. I need to find a tape gun that doesn't crimp the tape on the side, like the roll will start to come off. So if anyone has a recommendation, I did see on another YouTuber's video, I can't remember his name, he had one he recommends and it's different than mine, so it might be worth trying. Let's measure this. It is 8 by 3.5. I'm going to go ahead and round up to 4 by 5. 8 by 5 by 4. I say I'm going to round up, but we'll see what it comes out to. 8, 5 by 4, and it weighs 11 ounces. That's rounding up. So shipping will be $7.81 to California. I paid only $2.16. That is how much belts are at Salvation Army when they're having their 50% off sale. And with shipping, the buyer paid $34.88. This did sell through an offer. No, this sold full price. I start to say things and then I'm wrong. Why didn't it print? Let me reprint it. Dang UPS labels. They give me the most trouble. It doesn't make any sense. I'll have to do this a couple of times and come back to it probably. And it's trying to print like 3 different things now. Because I did try to print it the first time and then it didn't print. Okay, well, we'll come back to it. It's frustrating. I'm going to stop offering UPS if it's going to do that. And it only happens sometimes. And it was happening on certain platforms. I can't remember if it was happening on eBay. So my marketplace fees were $5.18. This was a full price sale after 3 months, and it sold for $26.96 plus shipping, which was $34.88. So after you subtract everything, I made $19.73, and that is definitely more in line with what I'm trying to make. So we're going to go to the next order and come back to that one. It is a universal thread plus size 1X sweater, oversized burgundy space dye pullover. This was my own sweater. And I don't have it on me for some reason. I didn't grab it. So I'm going to write it down and come back to it. I don't know what my deal is. Maybe I'll just send it out tomorrow. Because it doesn't have to go out today. Yeah. I'll just send it out tomorrow. It was my own item though. I don't wear sweaters here. We've already had this conversation today. It's going to Arizona. So the next one is a jade tapestry foldable rolling bag, horse western equestrian collapsible wheels. Really cool vintage style bag. I don't know if it's true vintage, but it's very, very cool. It seemed like it wasn't used, to be honest. It folds up and is secured with hook and loop, and then you can unfold it, and it's got these wheels that pop out real easy. And to collapse them, I can't remember how it goes. There we go. You push in. There we go. Well, it's got some pockets on the outside. It's really cool. She said I think it's a she, works on a horse farm somewhere with horses. She works somewhere with horses. This is going to, where's it going? New Jersey as well. It's also a UPS label. Lord help me if this doesn't print. Come on. Crossing the fingers. And it's not printing. All right, we're going to come back to that one as well. That was a Mercari order. I don't know if it's the printer or if it's my computer. I didn't have this problem before I started using my newer laptop, but I've got 2 other laptops here I need to sell. I need to clear them and sell them. They just start piling up. It's draining me of all my energy. Okay, Poshmark sale. Bass Outdoor men's size XXL Be Warm sweatpants, new insulated bone brown knit pants. These sold through an offer. They made me an offer. I countered. They took that. This is going out Poshmark, so it is going to be a priority label. So, and it's going to New York. I'm going to print that. Hopefully, maybe. You're kidding. I mean, I could sit here and wait, but it's not going to work. So let me unplug it and plug it back in again. And now this isn't sticking at all. I swear. I don't know. I have no words right now. Zero words. So I'm closing it with all these USPS priority mail stickers, which I would have secured the ends anyway, but the whole dang thing didn't stick. All right, now I plug it back in. I don't want to celebrate yet, but I got this Poshmark one to print. I'm going to try not to let this ruin my whole day. But I've been up since 2:30. I've been shipping for 30 minutes, and I've only gotten two things now packed up. So there is that. Now let's go back to the other ones and see if they actually print. Right, belt printed. That was the one going to California. I think I'm going to put some more tape around this. I'm definitely getting a good cup of coffee after this. I'm going to go photograph some things, and then I have to head back to the house that I'm dog sitting for. Today's my last day. Puppy parents come home today. Why did I just do that twice? I don't know, but I did. If you saw their address, feel free to send them a check. I kind of want to tape this up so much that they can't even get into it. No, just kidding. I want to make sure I'm putting some tape over the end where the seams are. Okay, 3. Let me figure out what I'm going to put this in. Hon, I'm not letting you out just yet. Normally I can't ship in the morning because my husband uses this office for his job. And so I wait until the evening when he's done, but he had to go out of town for work for a couple of nights. So that should be good. The wheels are on the inside, right? Oh, makes me nervous. Yeah, I think it'll fit in this one. Yeah, Okay, this is better. I'll leave it in there just to keep it padded as well, but this one will work. It's a 14 by 8 by 6. Since it's going out Mercari and they've already paid for the label, it would have been based on the weight, like weight ranges. I call them weight classes, but you know what I mean. All right, putting some of these doodads in there. Fill up the top. That'll get there nice and safe and sound. Racing products. I wonder what they race. All right, let me get my groove back now that we're grooving. There's a couple labels on this one, so I'm going to cover one up with a blank label and then print out the proper label for this. And I ran out of labels. What's next? What do you think is going to happen next? Who wants to put money on I lose my mind? That's what I'm going to put my money on. All right. This is as good a time as any to show you how to load a Dymo label printer and the cheaper labels that I use. This is Betke is the brand. They have worked for me wonderfully. They're not as thick as the Dymo brand labels, but they're also not as expensive. And why do you need a thick label, right? I don't know. They've worked great. I shouldn't have said that out loud, huh? Until after I had this on and working. So you take the thing, the label, have it like you would the proper way to put a toilet paper roll on, okay? And you do it like that. You put this on. I have found that it doesn't seem to matter which way these go, but you do need to have this way, okay? So I'm going to place it in the printer like this. And you place it in there. And, well, I can't really show you, so I'm going to talk my way through it. Then this is little doodad, you got to get it lined up. And it feeds in, and ideally, that'll be that. I will usually print one, or, wait. Is that right? And it's stuck halfway. Okay, well, that's not what I said. I mean, I did say I was going to lose my mind, and it looks like I probably am. Did I put this on wrong? Did I like sit there and show you the wrong way to do it? That's possible. Yeah, I showed you the wrong way to do it. Like, completely wrong. Remember I said do it like a toilet paper roll? Don't do it like a toilet paper roll. I mean, I've done this a million times and never put it in the wrong way. So why am I doing that now? I don't know. Oh! This is how many labels I've ruined or wasted. I will use them to cover up things, but meanwhile, so the opposite way the toilet paper roll should go. I'm going to rip one more off because that one had a ragged edge and I don't want to take any chances. Why isn't it taking it? For my own sanity, this needs to work. This needs to work for my own sanity. This is going to be one hell of a thumbnail. Why is my head being cut off suddenly? Okay. I don't even need to print this one again, but I'm going to try it. It's cutting off my return address, but fuck it, I don't care. Sorry for the language, y'all. $42 minutes and counting. Okay, so what am I doing now? Anybody know? Bueller? I wish this was more than water. The sun is coming up. Okay, so we did the sweatpants. I don't remember if I told you what I made on them. The belt I made 1973. Okay, so I'm guessing I didn't tell you the sweatpants. 1276. They paid 20. I paid 324. Marketplace fees for shipping expenses 0 because it's Poshmark. Sold through an offer counter offer after 1 month. I'll tell you what, guys. And now my email doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to archive the fucking emails. And I don't have that sweater with me. Okay, and I printed that one. How much did I make on the bag? Did I tell you that? I sold it for 17. That was an offer. Cost of goods was 432. Marketplace fees 320. Shipping expenses 0. I will say I thought this was going to sell for more. But when I went to list it, I'm like, what did I see in the store? I don't know, but not that. It sold after 1 month and I made $9.48. And this is going to a lady who lives on a horse farm. So I feel like the cops are coming because I've lost my mind. Actually, it's probably the funny farm coming to take me away. Funny farm. Why did we call it that? That's not a good name for, but mental health is no joke. All right. Figs, women's size, extra small scrub pants, Zamora jogger, black medical technical collection. I picked up a bunch of scrubs and figs or sell. These sold on Mercari for full price of $24.96, which is good. Selling fee was $3.22. And all of the ones I picked up were extra smalls. It was like at a bag sale, so it was very inexpensive. I paid 58 cents, in fact. This sold after 2 weeks. I have a bunch more scrubs listed. Most of them are not figs. So we'll see how these other brands do because I haven't picked up other brands before. One of them is Mandala, I think. And then the other one is something, I don't know, they all feel great. They all feel like figs scrubs, basically. So $3.22 were my shipping, marketplace fees, no shipping expenses. So I made $21.16 on these. They are going out Mercari. I'm going to put them in a poly mailer, and I'm going to put them in this cute little poly mailer. What the heck is happening? I do need to print the label now. What kind of label is it going to be? Is it going to give me trouble? Am I going to trash this room and flip this table? We'll see. It's USPS ground. It's going to Little Rock, Arkansas. Cross shore fingers. Okay, so I updated the software. I restarted my computer. I unplugged and plugged in this machine like a zillion times. I don't even remember what finally did it to make it work at this point. I don't know. Maybe updating the software. I think it was restarting my computer. But this is the problem. I won't remember for next time what the thing was, what magical thing made it work. And then, of course, I ran out of labels. So, how are y'all doing? How's your day? Oh, did I get these pajamas? Yeah. Okay. I pulled these last night, so I've already forgotten. These are a set of Soma size extra large pajamas. Cool Nights. That's like the material. They call it Cool Nights, and it's a great material. Tank top, pants, blue, white, lace, cottagecore. I didn't know what words to use for pajamas. They are really cute, great condition. Cool Nights pajamas. If you can find them, I'd pick them up, especially in the larger sizes. Don't spend too much on them. That would be my advice. They sold on Poshmark for $25. So my fees would have been $5. Shipping expenses $0. This is a USPS label. All right, hang now. It's going to Arizona. And I like to ship out Poshmark orders in these padded flat rates if they fit. Most things do. I used Tyvek earlier for that one. That was the one that didn't stick. I mean, so many things going wrong. I paid $2.16 for these pajamas. These were an offer. I had them listed for $29.96 or $30 on Poshmark. They sent me an offer of $25. They sold in 2 weeks. So I would say this is an instance where if you were to look up sell-through rate, you would find that the sell-through rate doesn't seem good. It is 21%. I calculate it so that it caps out at 100%. So 21% still not good. Either way you look at it. I would like to get things 25 and more. 30 or more is even better. A 50% sell-through rate is what other people call 100% in the way that I calculate it. Regardless, not a great sell-through rate with an ASP of $23. However, my experience has shown that they sell better than that. So that's one of those instances where I go against sell-through rate and comps. Relaxing breath. All right, this next one is a great sale. This is also a kind of an instinct thing. It's linen. It's a linen jacket. It's a size 6. I was going to say large. It's a size 6, which is a small. It's a small size, but it is a linen jacket from Barney's, New York. Barney's is no longer around? Like, what? You know, the store, not the dinosaur. I'm not sure. He's not around either, is he? I really don't know. It's going on eBay. We're going to put in an eBay poly mailer, a 10 by 13. This was a pretty wrinkled mess. I steamed it. It came out real nice. I'm going to have to weigh it. And my title for this, I used quiet luxury. I don't know if people search for that or if they see it in a title and it sounds good. Not sure, but Barney's, New York, linen jacket, size 6, tan, spring, summer, quiet luxury, vintage. I don't make Barney's anymore. I had it listed for $49.96, but someone sent me an offer of $39 and I took that. It sold in one day. Part of me is like, well, maybe I should hold out. But obviously the part that won was the part that's like, no, make the quick sale. $50.88 is what they paid for shipping plus the price. Cost of goods for me was $9.73. Marketplace fees $6.86. And it weighs 14 exactly, so I'm going to round up to 15 ounces. It's in a 10 by 13 by 2. It's going to cost $6.40 to buy the label. It's going to Brooklyn. All right. Why did Barney's go out of business? Now, what I did find is that they sell Barney's label clothing at Neiman Marcus, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I've got 2 more sales to go. That was the best sale of the day. So if you're done with me, give me a thumbs up on your way out. $27.89 is what I made, if I didn't already say that. But yeah, that was the best sale of the day. I sold another set, book and tape, to the same person who bought the last one, actually. And I'd already shipped out the other one when they made this purchase, so I wasn't able to combine the shipping for her. This is Snow White, Super Scope Storyteller, Vintage 1973 Read-Along Book and Tape Fairy Tale. I've been selling off all my personal book and tapes. And, you know, this is not in perfect condition by any means. It's old. It's older than me. Not by much. It's going to Alabama, and it's sold on eBay. I'm going to put it in a padded mailer so that it is protected. Man, I'm just snotting up a storm at this point. I think this might be the perfect size. Look at that. I'm not very good with tape. Why? Send help. Okay. This measures, we're going to round up to 8 by, we're going to just say 8 by 8 because I don't, and it weighs 4.2, so I'm going to round that up to 5 ounces. 8 by 8 by 1. So shipping will be $5.21. And the buyer from Alabama who bought my last one. So with shipping, they paid $14.80. It was $10 plus shipping. Cost of goods is $0 because this was a personal item. I guess I sold a lot of personal items. Well, 2 and then 1 thing I sourced for myself and then ended up selling. Marketplace fees $4.32, shipping $5.21, and I made $5.27. I just, like to sell things that are mine that I'm getting rid of rather than donate them if I can. Hey, I'll let you out in a minute. This is taking forever. I know. Trust me, I know. One more item. This is a free to me item. I promise I do pay for inventory. These are a set of pillowcases. IKEA pillowcases, like those European sham style, or you can put them on a couch. A friend gave them to me. They're linen, and they're like a pretty blush pink. And those things sell. So I actually sold another pillowcase too, but that one I'm going to ship out tomorrow. So it's going to LA. My title was IKEA Aina, that's the style name, set of 2 pillow covers, 100% linen, peachy pink button detail, 26 by 26. So let's put it in a poly mailer. Is it going to fit in a 10 by 13? You'd think I'd measure it rather than, or hold it up against it, rather than shove it in there. But no, I'm going to shove it in there. I'm going to shove it in there. £1, 2 ounces. It's going to cost $7.57 to ship to LA. They sold with shipping for $25.88. I paid $0. Marketplace fees $3.86. Shipping expenses $7.57. So I made $14.45, and this was a customer offer. I think I could have gotten more. I had to list them for $25, but y'all, I need to make some sales. And these sold in less than 1 month. That's good. Let's see how much I made. I'm gonna have to do a little date editing here because I don't have that one sweater. Okay, I had to go get it because it has to go out today. It's a sweater. It was my sweater. Sold for $19.36 with shipping. Marketplace fees were $2.95. My cost of goods was $0. Let's figure out shipping. I think I already said this, but it's going to Arizona. Doesn't fit in that one. Putting it in a 12 by 16. Or what, 2? Weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces, and that is rounding up. So it'll cost $7.67 to ship. So I made $8.73. It sold. It took a while. More than 6 months. And it sold, I don't know, maybe an offer, probably. I don't have the energy to go back and look. I do like to tell you, just so you guys get an idea of, things. I know some people don't take offers. I think if I were to have enough inventory and have enough daily sales to support that, I could do that. But at this point, I'm just kind of, pulling every sale that I can out of my keister. When's the last time you heard the word keister? Okay, so I'm going to analytics. Slow down, going down this street that fast. 21st through 24th, 4 days. It says that I sold 12 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me go back and look. And one other sale that I had was a porch pickup, and they got it yesterday. It was a Wrangler tooled leather belt, size 34, vintage chambers, horse head, silver. Pretty cool belt. They came and picked that up for $30 off the porch, and I had paid $216 for it. So no shipping, no marketplace fees since it was porch pickup through Facebook Marketplace. All right, so my total sales, there were 11, including that Facebook Marketplace. Total revenue was $286.12. Total profit $173.17. $173.17. That's everything. Wow, this was painful for me. I don't know if it was as painful for you. I am going to be splicing this because I'm not going to make you sit there for 20 minutes while I try to figure out the printer. Let's make the rest of this day a good one and just keep listing.